Now, before we start, I need you to do something for me. I want you to pull up your LinkedIn and I want you to go to your About section and read the first line out loud. Right now, I'll wait. Just go ahead and do it. This is building on to what we did last week. Okay. I want you to be honest with me. Did that sound like the person you are today? Or did it sound like the person that you were 3 jobs ago? Back when you actually believed the title was the whole point of what you would go and put on your LinkedIn. Because if you are anything like the hundreds of people that I've talked to this year, you just read a beautiful, polished description of someone who does not live in your body anymore. It's a stranger, a very impressive stranger wearing your name. Last week, we talked about how to translate, right? How to translate who you were to who you are now. So here's really the part that nobody tells you. The stranger is the one that's getting all of your mail. You're not starting over. You never were. This is Too Late My Ass, the show for people who are too experienced to start over and too sharp to disappear. I'm Faye Chappell, and every week I take everything you've already built, 30 years of it, and I'll show you how to translate it into what comes next. Not reinvent, translate, because nothing you survive is wasted, and you're not too late. You are exactly on time. So let's get to work. Welcome back. Today we are talking about the single most expensive sentence in your entire professional life. And no, it's not your salary. It's not your day rate. It is the number that you are scared to say out loud in a negotiation. It's the same thing as when you wanted to sit down with someone and go, I'm worth it. I know what this is all about. But really, it is the first line of your bio that counts, because that line is not describing you. That line is issuing instructions about you. It's telling every recruiter, every client, every person who lands on your profile exactly what to bring you, exactly what to leave you out of. And most people have no idea that their own words are quietly running the whole show against them. So here is the thesis, and then let's unpack it a bit, okay? Because your bio is a leash, and it keeps dragging in the wrong opportunities because it's always pointed at the wrong chapter of your life. And the harder you pull, the tighter it gets. So let me show you exactly how this works and why the wrong offers are coming in. Again, we're building on to the entire translation. If you didn't listen to that last week, I want you to go back and listen to it, because this is all, it all works together. So let me tell you what a bio actually is, because you have been sold the wrong idea of it. You think a bio is a summary. It's a little paragraph that sits there. It looks nice and makes you sound accomplished at a dinner party, basically, right? But it's not, because a bio is a magnet. It's the most literal thing about you that a total stranger can read in 10 seconds. And people act on it exactly as it's written, word for word. Last week, we learned a little about translating who you were to who you are. So this week we're talking about how putting it on the bio makes sense, right? Remember, you put like a seasoned operations leader at the top, and every message in your inbox was operations. Remember we talked about that? And you wrote about 25 years in finance maybe. Well, the invitations then were all finance forever. And that's how we explained why you needed to translate. Well, that translation has to continue onto the bio, right? Because the universe is not confused here. The universe is obedient. And then you sit there, you know what?
What?
Stop. Didn't we do, I feel like I'm reading the same thing. Didn't we record 2 last week?
We did, but you're redoing it.
Okay. Are you going to cut this then?
Oh, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're, hang on one second. Let's give you a Christian. Yes, this is the one you're redoing.
Okay.
This is the second one.
So I'm like, I did this.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I'm going to do that whole paragraph again. Okay. Okay, you put seasoned operations leader at the top, right? And every message in your inbox is about operations. And you wrote 25 years in finance. Well, congratulations. The invitations are all about finance. Forever, right? You are getting precisely what your words asked for. And the universe is not confused here. The universe is being obedient. And then you just sit there, right? Staring at that screen, and you're like baffled about why isn't anything coming in that I want? And you think, why does nobody see the new direction that I am trying to go to? Why do the interesting doors stay shut? Why does everyone keep offering me the exact same life that I'm trying to leave? Here's the why. They're not shutting doors on you. They literally cannot see you. They are looking at a ghost, a gorgeous, credentialed, maybe high-performing ghost wearing your face, right? Describing in loving detail a job you are actively trying to walk away from. You listening to that? You are actively trying to walk away from. So you are essentially haunting your own profile, and the ghost is booking all the meetings. So here's where almost every smart person makes it so much worse. And I mean the smart ones, the high achievers. The trap was built especially for you. So if you're a high achiever, listen up, because you feel that the bio is not working, right? So your instinct, your very talented, very trained instinct, is to add more wins, more metrics, more proof that you absolutely crushed the thing that you no longer want to do. So you decide that the problem is that you've not been convincing enough, right? That's what you think. You're not convincing enough. So you reach for more evidence, right? You reach for more evidence. And that is not the fix. That is just a longer, thicker, more expensive leash. So while you pile on more and more proof of the old you are not clarifying your future. You are building an airtight legal case for the past. You're hiring yourself back into the job you're trying to quit. And you're making it easier, not harder, for the whole world to keep handing you your old life on a silver tray. And I know this because I did it. So for way longer than I am comfortable admitting to out loud, especially on a recording that lives forever, I did it too. I kept polishing that description of the woman that I had already privately decided to stop being. And I tightened the sentences, right? And upgraded the verbs, and I added these impressive numbers, and it was genuinely beautifully written. It was also completely spectacularly useless. Actually, it was worse than useless. Essentially, it was working against me in real time. It was standing in the doorway with my arms crossed, holding the door shut while I stood on the other side knocking, wondering why nothing was opening. So your bio is essentially never neutral, really. Hear me on this, okay? It is never just sitting there. It is either pulling you forward or it's dragging you back. There is no parked version. Okay, so we need to understand that the translation is what we need, not addition. And we learned all about translation last week. So what's the actual move? If adding is the trap, what is the way out? The move again is translation, not deletion. So that's the episode. And before you close it, do one thing. Take a win that you're proud of. Write it down. Write down what proves you can do the next thing. That's a translation. That's the whole game. Do you want the tool that does it with you? It's called the Compass, and it's free. The link is in the show notes. And once a month, I go live and rebuild someone's story in real time. It's called the First Wednesday Live, and it happens every first Wednesday of every month. And it is free, so come watch or bring your own story. And when you're ready to build the whole thing with us, the door is the rebellion room. We'll be right here.